Hi everyone. So this is not a normal video for me to do. I will be posting a different video later. But I want to talk about the school dress code. And I know it's a cliche thing, but this is not fair to me or anyone else, to be truthful. Now, I go to a school where it's not, doesn't really follow the dress code isn't truly enforced. But today I had a problem with a dress that I wore. It's this exact one. You know, I wore a cover up underneath. I wore like a tank top thing underneath it so you couldn't see this. And the problem was with these straps. Now, I have worn this dress, 3 times before? Never had a problem with it until today. I had 3 people tell me, you have to cover up. That is not fair to me, because then I have to take time out of my class to go and get a cover-up. That is not fair. That is also not fair to me, because then I feel embarrassed because I had to go get a cover-up and I was told you can't wear that. I don't think that they realize how much they're hurting their students with the dress code. I get some rules, like the short rule where they have to be like mid-thigh. That's fair. But when you're telling a girl to cover her shoulders or cover her shoulders or her bra straps, you're just hurting that student. It's not fair for someone to take time out of their class where they need to be to learn to go get a cover-up from their locker on the other side of the school. Why do I have to do that? That's not fair on me. And I get the fact that they're trying to dress us to be successful. We are 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Most of us, at least 80% of my school, does not have a job. And if they do, it's babysitting or a place where they have a uniform. You are not dressing us for success. You are manipulating us until what you think is acceptable. And that is not fair on the students to have to buy clothes around what you think is acceptable, because sometimes some students don't have a choice on what they wear. They are told they have these options and they try to pick the best thing that they can because either it's hand-me-downs or they can't get new clothes at the moment, or because they just aren't able to get clothes and get brand new clothes in general like everyone else can. But we're not talking about that at the moment. We are talking about how unfair and unjust it is to the dress code to be targeting girls specifically. Guys, it's like, don't show too much skin, don't wear swear words, if you're going to be if we live in a world where if we live in America where we have freedom and we are all equal, you gotta start making school as equal. And that starts with the dress code. Because it is not fair that I have to cover up my shoulders because it's a distraction. First off, I'd like to point out that no one is distracted by my shoulders. They're more distracted by me standing up or the teacher coming up to me and saying, you need to go cover up. I am at my limit with this dress code thing because I have been told I wore these cat ears. I don't have them at the moment, but they're sparkly in sequins. I've been told before I can't wear them when I saw the principal, the vice principal, both counselors, and the head of the PE department. And they said nothing to me, but teachers have. And I don't know if it's just me, but when you start targeting young women at an age saying cover up, you make us feel shameful that we have these things. You make us feel like we should have to cover up our body because we're some sort of disgrace to you. You are teaching girls at a young age to cover up because you think, oh, it'll dress them for success. When all it does is hurt the student because they feel like they're being targeted because of what they're wearing, because it's not appropriate in someone else's eyes. Take me. I'm curvy, I'm shorter, I have stretch marks, and say take one of my other friends who is taller, thinner, and we both wear the same dress. We tested this out one time. I wore a tank top, she wore a tank top. We both brought cover-ups because it was actually kind of cold that day. We did not wear them the entire day. That day, I was told, cover up your shoulders, cover up. And she was told, you don't have to cover up. How is that fair? It's not at this school, but we've done it before at other school. At our old school when we lived in Chicago. That is not fair. If you're telling one student who is wearing the exact same thing as another student to cover up, you have to tell both students. That is not fair. So, what I'm proposing is, if you're watching this video, is stand up. Stand up. We need to take a stand on this, because it's not just us, it's other students. It's not just, like, you have to cover up. You have to follow exact rules, like no yoga pants in some states, no tights, no shorts, period. So, what I want everyone to do is I want you to forward this message to someone who has been blamed for the dress code, who has been dress coded before. And if we can start pushing back on this, we need to, because it's not fair for us girls to have to sit in school and think what we're wearing is perfectly fine, because our mothers are like, yeah, you can leave the house like that. I have a not so strict mother, but she has rules set in place for the dress code. Don't you? And it's no boobs, no back, no butt, no belly. That's fair. But when she says, oh, you can go ahead and wear this dress out, it's okay. I don't know how many times I've been told, you can go ahead, wear that to school. By my mother, who is one of the strictest people when it comes to the dress code. Not making you feel bad, I'm just saying. She even agrees. She's nodding her head. She agrees. So, the moral of what I'm trying to say is, it's not fair for you to put dress codes on students, on girls in particular. Take my dress code, for instance. No short shorts. No shorts that don't go past the fingertip. Dresses have to at least reach knee length, or at least an inch above the knee. You have to wear closed-toed shoes. You can't wear flip-flops. You can't be wearing distracting clothing. You have to cover your shoulders. You have to cover your bra. You have to be wearing a bra and underwear at all times. This isn't even half of it. This is just what I know from just skimming. I think it's ridiculous that people are getting dress coded over their shoulders. And the sad truth of it is that personally what I think they're trying to do is what I personally think that they're thinking is, we are trying to prevent girls from being touched and stuff. But, why is it our job to cover up and cover ourselves so guys won't touch us or grab us? Look, this is not equal. This is not fair. This is exactly like the Plessy versus Ferguson, separate but equal. They are separating us women and us guys so unjustly and so unfair. So, we need to take a stand. Any of you watching who can share this with other people, please get it out to other people. Because if we can take a stand on this and rebel against this, then let's do it. Because honestly, how is it fair for us as teenagers and as teenage girls to have to cover up? I'm not just saying it's me. I'm saying it's other girls. I've seen girls wearing perfectly acceptable clothes. Sure, it might be a little tighter up here, but like, they're told you can't wear that because we can see your bra straps. Or you have to cover up because you're showing too much skin. Look, if you want to help us girls out, stop making us stress out over the dress code and how we should dress every morning and how we should have to come to school, because honestly, what you are doing to us is not helping us. You're not helping us learn. You're not keeping us from being distracted. When it's hot out, 70 degrees, and I'm told you have to put a sweater on. What do you want me to do? You want me to die of heat? You want me to sweat all day? That makes me more uncomfortable. That makes it worse. I can't focus then. No one can focus then. So, we need to rebel. And we need to start this movement and as fast as possible. So please, I know I'm just a simple channel and a simple girl, and I know you're probably tired of hearing me say this, but please get this message out there. Because if we can fight the unjustly rules of school, the school dress code, then in the long runs for future generations, it will be better. I'm not saying, cause chaos and panic, but get it out to people. Hey, this girl has a point. She was wearing a perfectly acceptable dress that was perfectly acceptable before, but then all of a sudden you could see, I don't even know what they saw. I guess they could see my bra straps or something. They could see her bra straps and she had to cover up. So, we need to get this message out there. And it's not just to anyone who's watching. Tell someone who has been, told you have to cover up. Tell them, stand up for yourself. Look at them right in the face, say you can wear that. That is okay to wear. And tell them that they don't have to cover up their bra straps. Because guess what, everyone? I don't know if you haven't known this before, or you don't know human anatomy, but girls have boobs. And they're not for you to touch, they're not for you to look at, although some girls, yeah, they like that. Personally, not my thing. They are for, as we get older, when we have children, to feed those children. And they are also healthy. They are also indicators on how healthy we are and most likely, if you go get a breast exam and you find out you have breast cancer, that can end real quick. And you could find out something when getting a breast exam that you have some sort of oh, there's something wrong here and you need to draw blood and you have some sort of disease. So, guess what? We have boobs. We have to wear bras. They are mandated. We have to wear them. Otherwise, we are not supported. I don't like wearing them. But it's our life, and we can't do anything about that. So, wearing bras and then wearing bra straps and having all these things, being a bigger chested girl for my body type, I've had trouble finding clothes that will button correctly, or that will be smooth, or that are, comfortable with my breast type, and that fit me lengthwise, and that aren't long sleeve, and I have a hard time with that. So if I find something that is a tank top and find out you have to cover up because you can see my bra strap kind of thing, I'm sorry that I have breasts, and I'm sorry that you can see my bra strap, but that's not my problem, and I'm not distracting anyone. Because the only person that you are distracting is me, when I'm trying to sit there and get my education, because I'm already fighting hard enough for that. So, I'm proposing we make a movement. I'm proposing that you share this with at least 2 to 3 people, and you tell them, hey, can you help spread the word? We need to get this out to people. I'm not saying you have to like it. I'm not saying that you have to join in the rebellion. I'm not saying that we have to go full on Hamilton the musical. All I'm saying is that we need to stand up for our rights, and we need to be able to do it young, because guess what? As we get older, it's only going to get worse for us. And if we can learn at an early age to stand up for what rights we have, then we will have a better chance in the future to do that. So, take 5 minutes, go share it with people, go like it, go comment, go get this movement started. I'm calling it the hashtag dress code movement. And if we can get it started and we can get it rolling, then we help future generations, we help ourselves, we help everyone. And we will be able to make a movement. Now, with the dress code, there are some things I do agree with, such as the short thing where you should have it reach a certain length, and the dress thing where it should be mid-thigh, and your shorts should be at least mid-thigh or fingertip length. But the shoulder thing, that's not fair. We shouldn't have to cover up our shoulders, and you would see more at the pool, and you would see more at the beach, and you would see more if you were walking down the street in Detroit. Just saying. Just saying. So, yeah, I'm angry, and I've been ranting on for 16 minutes about this. But you know what? It's not fair to me to be distracted about this. It's not distracted. It's not fair for me to, who I'm already fighting for my education. I'm already fighting to get an education, because it's hard enough to be learning these things and then be told you have to go get a cover-up, and I missed 5 minutes of class, which I can't get back. So please, can we get this started? Remember it, the hashtag dress code movement. And let's see if maybe we can sort this out. And I know other states have it worse, but this will make it a lot better. So, let's just make the ball move and let's just get it started, okay? Alright, love all you guys. I'm posting another video later. Bye.